When it comes to motor vehicle crashes, aside from responder safety, our next important task is patient access. I want to introduce you to a tool that can achieve that access in 60 seconds or less. It's safer for the rescuers and it's safer for the patients. I'm Chief Rob Wylie, and this is the Innovation Zone. We all know when it comes to motor vehicle accidents and extrication, patient access is the key. Speed is the key. We got to get to that patient. And when it comes to getting into a vehicle, the windshield's low-hanging fruit. We can get into it usually pretty quickly. In the past, that meant gouging, cutting, ripping, smashing. It worked, but it wasn't the most ideal. It was dangerous for the patient, dangerous for the rescuer. Flying glass, jagged edges, all could spell problems. Now, we've got the Rhyno Cutter. This thing is awesome. This thing has no sharp edges, no protruding blades. It runs just like a little hand drill, and you can rip a windshield out in less than 1 minute. I've been on the inside of these cars with patients while the windshield's coming out. It's not a lot of fun. You see those jagged edges coming within a couple inches of your head. You see some big gorilla up there with a Halligan bar or a sledgehammer. That's not a good time. This thing solves all those problems. It's amazing. All the debris as you cut this windshield stays on the outside of the windshield. This channel funnels the laminate out the top as well as all the fragmentation and the dust. The dust itself is minimum. They're larger pieces, so they stay outside, they fall to the bottom. If they're out here, they're not in there on top of you and on top of your patient. What I really liked about this is the opportunity to continue patient care while you take the windshield out. Every time you do it now, everything stops. You got to put a big tarp over yourself and the patient. Everybody does their thing. Now we got this deal, the medics can be inside and still doing their thing. This thing is lightweight, compact, it's simple to use. The Rhyno Cutter, it's compact, it's easy to use, it's lightweight. What I really like about this is the size of it. In the past, the tools we used to take out a windshield were big, heavy, rescue tools. Space is always a premium. This tool is small and compact. The whole kit comes in this nice little bag. That can fit in any patrol car for a police officer and an ambulance. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it does a tremendous amount of work. The thing you have to remember about this is that it's an immediate access to the patient. Less than a minute to take out a windshield. We find a car over on its top or on its side. Those are often the most challenging situations for getting a patient out or getting access to the patient in the first place. This tool was designed for safety. Safety for the patient, safety for the rescuer. The cutter blades can run directly against your skin without any fear of injury. Don't even worry about your patient being impaled by jagged glass. This thing makes a nice smooth cut. And the Rhyno Cutter is not just for windshield. This thing has a lot of uses. Any kind of safety glass, blast resistant glass, hurricane glass. A police officer could use this to gain access into a building or into a vehicle for evidentiary purposes. The other thing about this is, in 2018, the Department of Transportation is going to mandate that all the glass on a vehicle is safety glass, laminated glass. We can't just cheat, take our little window punch out and kaboom, it's in. We have to cut through laminated glass. You got this baby in your hand, you're in. No fuss, no muss. Everybody knows that a successful rescue operation starts with patient access. The Rhyno Windshield Cutter gives us that access. Take out a windshield in less than a minute. It's compact, it's lightweight, it's easy to use. What I really like about it is this can be carried by any first responder, police officer, EMT, paramedic, and of course firefighters. It's also a margin of safety for the rescuer and the patient that's unparalleled. No jagged edges jamming into the windshield on you while you're trying to treat a patient. No heavy equipment smashing glass while you're inside. It's quieter, there's no sharp edges. You can get in there and continue patient treatment even while the cutting operation's going on. This tool will save time and it will save lives. I'm Chief Rob Wylie, and this has been the Innovation Zone. Be safe.